Hey Mom, how am I alive?
Let me grab my book where all the information is held.
What's the Embryology Project?
It's the process where the embryo grows.
Wow, that's cool.
When a mother and a father fall in love and decide to have a baby, this is what happens when the baby begins to form. This first process is called fertilization. First, an egg is fertilized by a sperm. Once it's been fertilized, the egg is now a zygote. The zygote begins on a journey to the uterine. The embryo begins to divide and divide and divide into multiple cells. What starts off as 2 cells goes to 4 to 6 to 8 and so on. This is known as the early cleavage. The egg leaves where it's through a process called ovulation and goes into the fallopian tubes. Secondary oocyte is an oocyte in which the first meiotic division is completed. The zygote becomes a morula after only 3 days from fertilization and is in the uterine cavity. It then starts to make what is known as the blastocyst cavity, which is actually filled with fluid that is taking form in the morula and will later become the blastocyst. The layer around the blastocyst is actually the trophoblast, which will later attach the zygote to the uterine wall, so it will become the placenta. On the hollow side of the embryo, there is an area where a cluster of cells are, and they are known as the inner cell mass. This takes place right before the blastocyst takes part in the implantation, which is when the blastocyst attaches itself to the uterus endometrium. The endometrium is only one of the 3 germ layers that is essential to the embryo. The endoderm germ layer is what is responsible for the glands. The mesoderm is in between the endoderm and the ectoderm, which is responsible for the nervous system. Following the implantation step, the embryo then starts the formation of the chorionic villi. It is after this that the placenta is formed from the blastocyst, which is how the babies get nourishment through the umbilical cord, aka the body stalk. In the development of the placenta, it also grows into the inside layer of the membranes, which is known as the amnion. This layer is what protects and surrounds the baby while the mother is pregnant. It contains amnion fluid, which surrounds the embryo. For 8 weeks, babies are called embryos, and the 9th week is when they are called fetuses. That is how you are alive, and it is really a miraculous thing.
Baby, child, adult. Well, it starts off really small, and then it grows. Oh yeah.
I think it's a heart.
It's the ring that holds the baby in the mama's tummy. I don't know. It's a baby. When you gotta blast out of a party early. What is that? It's like the egg of the baby.
It's whenever you plant things, right?
It's for a baby.
Oh, it's whenever you feed a baby. Something inside of you with the baby, I don't know.
It's the organ in a female's body that carries the child. Is that like when you like a cute boy and you like stalk him?
The uterine cavity is the space in the uterus that is necessary for the development of a child. An unborn baby.
Like when you
What
see,
is an embryo?
isn't that like the new slang, bro? Embryo, bro, 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 bro. Amnion. Amnion. Amnion? Amnion? Is that like Nemo's house?
The ectoderm.
Something that has to do with cells.
Like what?
Like, I think like the shell of a cell.